Welcome to the Ray Law International Channel. Glad you can join us today. We've all heard stories about the founding of our nation. We know that European settlers came here on boats to flee persecution and to seek their fortune in a new land. But have you ever thought about the history of immigration law and how it impacts our lives every day? In our History of U.S. Immigration video series, we'll give you a glimpse into the history of immigration in America. Let's travel back in time. Today, we're going to go back 20,000 years. Did you know that Asia and North America used to be connected? The first immigrants, the Native Americans, crossed the land to North America during the last ice age, before the continents broke apart. No one else arrived for 20,000 years. Then, in the early 1600s, people began to arrive from all over Europe. There were Spanish immigrants in Florida, British in Virginia and New England, and the Dutch in New York, as well as hundreds of thousands of Africans who were brought here as slaves. There was unrest throughout the land, with communities warring against each other and operating within their own rules. The colonies did not unite for nearly 200 years. Have you ever heard of a man named Thomas Paine? In 1776, he wrote a pamphlet called Common Sense, making a case for a new America. He said, "Europe, and not England, is the parent country of America. This new world hath been the asylum for the persecuted lovers of civil and religious liberty from every part of Europe." 13 years later, the Naturalization Law of 1790 was passed. Any white person of good moral character who lived in the United States for 2 years or more could be granted citizenship. The Naturalization Act was the first of many immigration laws that would come into question and be amended over the next 2 centuries. Tune in next time to find out how attitudes and laws began to change during the Irish immigration wave of the 1800s. Do you know how your family came to the U.S.? If so, share it in the comments below. If you are new here, make sure you click that subscribe button and check out our other videos on this series. Thank you for the privilege of your time. We'll see you next time.